John, will you lead us in pledge?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I was gonna try to be Dr. Parrott, but I didn't.
You can.
Give that back and
Hey, you're not kidding. Not kidding.
It's a pleasure tonight to welcome our distinguished guest, Sharon Ryder, Faye Heatherly from Campbell County. Faye is a past president of the TSBA and I think still on the board.
I'm not on the board of directors anymore.
Okay. She's been on, Faye has done this several times for us over the past few years. We appreciate y'all coming down tonight.
Sharon used to be a director of schools. She's a retired director of schools.
Yeah.
In Campbell County,
Yep.
yeah. Well, you put up with Dale all the time, don't you?
Listen, did you hear that? Great.
Yeah, I called him this week.
Sharon and me used to be CTE directors together.
Well, you look 20 years older. What?
Yeah, that's it, that's it.
All right, so we're going down, boy.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Persons to be heard. Being none, approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second, approval of the agenda, discussion. If none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Approval of consent agenda. I understand there's
Mr.
some
Chairman,
changes.
I do need to, pull out 5.310, I can't read that.
5.302.
Vacations and holidays, 310.
302.
Hey.
Oh, sick leave, I got the wrong.
So if
hold on
we
a minute.
can, I make a motion to approve the consent agenda with this change.
Second.
Moved second, approval of the agenda with that one change. Discussion. Not all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to change 5.310. It has a date in it that we need to delete. We changed this policy at our committee meeting, but we got one change. It's got the date of 2021, 2022 in there, and we need to take that out and just leave it for the school year and not have a date.
It doesn't change, it doesn't change the intent of what we're doing. It just, that way you don't have to do it every year.
So I make a motion, we approve 5.310 vacations and holidays with this change for second reading.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, we approve the change to 5.310. Discussion. If none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Executive approval, there was none this month again. Comments from the chair. Fall district meeting and boardsmanship. Andy,
Good job.
Yep.
congratulations. Andy made level 4 boardmanship. That's hard work and a lot of time. Above and beyond awards, the bus drivers. There's a list in front of everybody. Andy, you want to start?
Okay. First one is Melissa Armstrong from Norwood Middle School, Letitia Hutchison from Clinton Middle School.
And I have, from Norwood Elementary School, Jeannie Lamance, and from Norwood Middle, Tammy Allen.
I have from Norris Elementary, Jody McCoy, and from Anderson County High School and Lake City Elementary, Jim Butler.
And I have from DVES, Lori Johnson.
And I have Becky King from ACCTC and Robin Sharp from Grand Oaks.
Justin Landreth from Claxton Elementary School and Angela Oakes from Andersonville Elementary School.
Teresa Hooks from Fairview Elementary and Donna Hall from Briceville Elementary.
And I have Mike Burge from Lake City Middle School.
And all of these.
Dr. Parrott, will you explain to our guests what?
Yep. Every month we do a Utrust. We do it, like this month we had we have a resolution for the custodians. So next month, all of the schools will pick a custodian, and they will get a $25 check from our Utrust account, the money that gives back to us from our unemployment insurance every year. So these people will be receiving a $25 check. And just one thing I'd like to say is Jim Butler, he was actually nominated from 3 schools, so that's pretty good. And our bus drivers, even though they're not employees of ours, they really do a tremendous job. And our bus contractors, I can't say anything about it. I was going to say it in my report, but I'll say it right now. You know, we've been through 9 weeks of really the second year of a pandemic, and we've only had one bus miss 3 routes. And that's tremendous, because you hear other counties, and they have hundreds of runs that don't get every day. So our bus contractors and bus drivers do a great job.
Is Jim Butler, does he come down off the mountain every day?
He actually does. He actually owns the one in Lake City.
Contract.
And then he does all of them in Lake City. He does that area. Now, the one on the mountain is Scotty Phillips, yeah.
Been there for years.
Yep.
Comments? Well, our student board members were not able to make it tonight.
I think they started fall break early.
Oh. Director's report.
Yeah, Dr. Burrell, just a few things. We have, as I stated last month, we had 8 schools that were reward schools, or they were level 5 in student growth for the year, and we've been out celebrating with them. We give them all a cake, and ice cream, just a little say to thank them. Our reward schools, which was Andersonville Elementary, Fairview Elementary, and Norris Elementary, they also got pins like we do for our tenure pins. They got pins that say reward school, so we're all excited about those. And then one that really doesn't get a lot of recognition, but when we looked into it, the Anderson County Career and Technical Center, we pulled the data, and concentrators at that school, they take 3 CTE courses. Well, the concentrators that go to that school, they were actually a level 5. So our CTE students are level 5 in the state, and that just goes to show that ACCTC integrates math and English into their curriculum. So we're going to get them a cake, and we're going to celebrate with them once we get back. We do have a lot of projects going on during fall break. We're trying to finish up getting all the tile out of Clinton Middle School. We've got some bleachers at Clinton High School. We've got a couple of concrete jobs that Mr. McCamey and his group are working on. So there's a lot of things going on during that time. I think we've got 8 gym floors that we're going to be refinishing during that time. And I think that just a lot of stuff that needs to be sprucing up. The good thing about it is there's not a lot of emergency work out there. I will say this, I really am glad, had a problem at Clinton High School a couple of weeks ago with a roof. Clay worked and got emergency PO, Dixie Roof, and jumped in and got it done in less than about, I think, what, a week and a half, wasn't it?
6 days.
Yep. So did a great job over there. So I can't say great things about them. So everything's great. We had to finance the budget meeting tonight, so they passed all of which we only had one appropriations. They passed it right on through. So good. If you get a chance to look at the hill and where we've done all the grading at Clinton High School, where we're going to be building the softball field at some point, it's going to look great over there. That group come in, they got all the dirt moved, and he called and he said, you got 2 days before a flood comes, you gotta get that done. So, Dan and his group got somebody to come in and worked last Friday and Saturday all day and got that put on before the rain comes. Looks good. Our ESSER plan is still, we sent it back and it comes back again, and we're still working on getting that approved. But another one, they're doing the core samples, Clay, I call him Clay, Mr. McCamey, he's working on, with MBI, getting the core samples done for the new school, the new addition at Norris Middle School. They're working on those things, so we've got that in the pipeline, so it's there's a lot of moving parts out there.
Well, I want to congratulate Clay for getting the turf and that, overseeing that and getting it
Yes.
ready for the football thing. I really had my doubts whether we were gonna make it in time or not.
I think me and him might have had that too.
Yeah.
You pulled it off,
Yep,
and
he did.
it came out right.
It looks very good.
Did a great job. The lights, he has all the lights, are in, they're having to make new cross members, so hopefully them will get done, but those were in part of that project, so hopefully we'll get those up here before long.
I was very skeptical whether we were gonna make it or not.
Yep. That's all I have, Dr. Burrow.
Committee reports.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Budget Committee met Monday night. We had we had a short agenda, so there's 4 appropriations. Appropriation 1A is various capital outlay projects. That's $750,000. That's some of those that Dr. Parrott just mentioned. The gym floor is getting redone, the core work for the improvement at Norris Middle, the track at Clinton High School, greenhouse sidewalks at Clinton High School, softball field improvements at Anderson County, sidewalks for the Learning Pavilion at Fairview, the high school phone system, and various and sundry other projects. So that is 1A. 1B, C, and D are all Head Start expenditures. B is to appropriate Utrust money, that's $200. C and D are both prior year encumbrances. C is for playground resurfacing project, $38,995, and D is classroom desks, $7,636. So appropriations 1A through 1D went for Budget Committee and were forwarded to the full board for approval, and I so move.
Second.
Moving second, approval of appropriations 1A through 1D. Discussion.
Where are the new desks?
I'm sorry?
Where are the new desks going?
They're part of the preschool department, going into preschool classrooms.
Does that buy a lot of desks or just one room?
Is it one?
It would be several.
Several classrooms, yes.
Oh, well,
Several
that's nice.
classrooms, yes,
That's good.
yes.
Other questions? If not, roll call vote.
Mr. Bell?
Aye.
Mr. Cantrell?
Yes.
Mr. Gillenwaters?
Aye.
Ms. Langenberg?
Aye.
Mr. McCamey?
Aye.
Ms. Portwood?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Dr. Burrow?
Aye.
Motion carries.
We have 2 transfers. One is to purchase laptops for the school nursing staff. That's from the ELC grant. That's $50,000. 2B is transfer funds for communication costs. That's early Head Start, $22,974.46. Both of these have been approved by the Budget Committee, forwarded to the full board for approval. I move we approve 2A and 2B.
Second. Second.
Oh, moving second, we approve transfers 2A, 2B. Discussion. If none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. For our guest, we're not spending money like this without discussion, and it was all taken up on Monday night at committee meetings. And thoroughly thrashed out.
The last item on the agenda was a request from Clinton Middle and Norwood Middle School bands for some instruments. We approved $20,000 to make those purchases. They're listed there on the board and forward to the full board. So I move for approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded approval of the $20,880 for band instruments at Clinton High School. Clinton Middle, I'm sorry.
It's just 20,000 even.
Yeah, it's just 20,000 even. We're not giving them the $80. They're gonna have to.
Oh,
come back.
okay, I was reading off
It
the,
does say 80.
Yeah,
you cut them off, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, they need that $80.
Yeah.
Motion made and seconded to approve the appropriation for Clinton Middle. Discussion. If none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Dr. Burrow, if I could just say one thing about that too. Y'all will be getting it's kind of a different one coming back. We had a call today from one of the, I think, pillars of our community, Bear Stevenson, and he said that Norris Elementary is wanting to build an inclusive playground. And he said it's $32,000, and he said if you will talk the board into giving $16,000, I'll write a check for the other $16,000. So I think anytime you can get somebody to pay half of it, I think that's a good deal. So I'll be coming back with you some drawings and stuff for next month for that.
Okay.
That's all from budget.
Policy Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The policy committee met on Monday night as well, and we had 5 policies up for review. These are the results of the TSBA audit, their annual audit, and
I'm gonna get it. Just takes me a while to go back.
There they are. There we go. I'm going to do these as a group. I want to identify them individually and then ask for a motion as a group. The first policy is 1.8011.3, employment assignments during emergency closure. The second policy is 5.303, personal and professional leave. The third one is 5.701, substitute teachers. 6.500 is special education students. And 6.600 is student records. And these were recommended by the policy committee for approval on first reading, and I so move.
Second.
Okay, Joe, give me those numbers.
There they are on the board.
1.801113, 5.303.
5.701.
Yep.
6.500.
Yep.
And 6.600.
Yep, that's it.
Have been motion made and approved and seconded for approval. Do I hear all in favor say aye?
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
That was all for the policy committee. Thank you.
Okay, we took the one off.
We changed it on
Yeah.
the consent agenda.
Okay. Action items. Dr. Barrett?
It's, the only one we have on there is that you all need to approve that, that you will continue to do collaborative conferencing with the Anderson County Education Association if they receive enough votes to keep moving forward.
Okay.
So,
How do we put that into the?
I would say just make a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the collaborative conferencing plan to continue the approval with the input from ACEA, Anderson County Education Association.
Will they come back to us and tell us whether they?
Yeah, well, they got enough. They have to get 40%, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, and this allows them to take care of that, and Mr. Snyder, he will work with them he's gonna do the vote. I think they've set the vote up for after
After we get back from
fall
fall break,
break.
we'll be doing it. They'll be reporting their individual schools to me and Ms. Stewart.
Do I hear a second to that motion?
Second.
Move to second, we approve the continuation of the collaborative conference. If ACEA comes back.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
And we're pretty sure they will. I mean, it's just kind of formality, but I guess now with the new law that, a board really doesn't have to do it. So, but we have a great working relationship with our teachers and our
That's so much better than it used to be. Other discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Is that all?
See it.
Anything else to come before the board? Any meetings to schedule?
Oh, just one thing, if you are going to the, TSBA conference in November, you need to let, Pam know. And, then, on that Friday night, everybody that's going, Utrust is not doing the dinners because of COVID, but on Friday night, Russ Nelson with ESG is, asked us to go with him, so.
Andy?
Will everybody let Pam know?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just
I'll let
gonna,
you know in the morning.
we're just gonna we're gonna get together down there, cause that way we'll have time to talk and things like that. It's a good time for you all to get together.
I need a ride to Nashville.
I was gonna ride with you, Andy.
Huh? Anything else? We're adjourned.
They hadn't even finished writing her report yet.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was good timing, wasn't it?
And it's junk.
Yeah.
Andy, they're gonna ask us to be on their committee.
You're welcome.
They're actually doing a
Make sure
presentation
they
down
win.
there. And he's asked me to be on their panel to talk about
You got
it.
something else?
ESG. Yep. I know what you, see, and I we'll cut it out.
I'll let you know about that.
Everybody don't.
Yep.
All right. Sounds like a plan to me. Cause he's got one of those little semi-portable.
Pancake, like a little short.
Yeah, little
Yeah, that's what I got.
Hey, Dale,
Works just fine.
Andy, you might wanna hear this too, I didn't put it out there. But we had to send, Head Start had to send a letter today because of the federal money and everything, that their employees have till January to get the vaccine. So if they don't get it, then, we've not figured that out yet, because some of them say we have to let them go, some say we just put them on a leave of absence with no pay. But we can't do that, we can't keep the position open.
Are you out of school next week?
I told Linda,